Hello and welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson alongside with Dick Jerardi. Good show for you today. We introduced the first woman president here in a new day at the PTHA Hall of Fame trainer, Kate DeMasi. We'll talk with her about this exciting opportunity, plus lots of racing locally and nationally to discuss. But the big news is right here in the PTHA, we have a new elected president.
We do. Kate was out of town last week, so we didn't get a chance to talk to her, but we actually caught up with her, Dani, exactly 24 hours into her tenure. She started on the 12th. We caught up with her the next day, right after she ran a horse in the fourth race on Tuesday. And I also wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParks.com. Here's my conversation with our new president, Kate DeMasi. Kate, you've been in office, I don't know, 24 hours or so now officially.
Yes.
What's it been like here early in your tenure?
A lot of paperwork. Yeah, but everybody's really working together and everything's great, so I'm excited.
You've done so much in this game, almost 1,900 wins, you and Greg with the Pewter stable. What made you decide that you wanted to be the president of the PTHA at this point of your career?
Well, I've been really active in the PTHA for all this time, and I just felt like we really needed to work together and become cohesive again. And I felt like since I already have been there, kind of done that, it was the next logical step. And I was so happy for all the support of everybody that voted, of the current board that we had at the time was very supportive of me running too. So it was really an honor and a privilege to be able to run and to be voted in. I'm just ecstatic.
Had you ever run for anything before, other than, I know you ran for the board, but like run for something as prestigious as this?
I don't think so. Now that you say that, it's like I'm just, now that you're saying that, no, I don't think so.
And when you found out you won, what was your reaction?
I was really super happy. I was a little, you never know how things are going to shake out, and are people going to send their ballots back in and stuff. So I was just really happy for all the support. I think that says, that the horsemen here really do know that I'm in their corner and I'm fighting for them. And we're a community, and we're a tough little community too.
Kate, as you said, you've been a board member for a long time. You've been active in the PTHA for a long time. What has been good about the PTHA through your years with the board and now as president?
Well, I think the number one thing is turning for home. And that's near and dear to my heart. I mean, when we established Turning for Home and, what we've done and see it springboard in all the other states around us, and let's face it, I mean, we have a great program here, year-round racing, and, we do have a good relationship with Frontside, and we just need to reestablish that again. And the purses are good here, and if you have a PA bred, it's, this is a great breeders program. I mean, there's so much to be thankful for, not to mention our health and pension program. I mean, who wouldn't want to be here, right?
And are there things as you're sitting here now that you're in office, that maybe some changes that you've thought of that now you have a little more juice here that you might want to implement?
Well, I think the board, we just have to sort of sort out what we need to, address first. And I'm excited to meet and greet the new board coming in, and hopefully we'll be doing that soon. And I think then we just focus on what we need to do then.
And you have your training and owning career. How are you going to manage all this?
I have been asked that so many times, and I said to everyone, I've already been really, really active
right.
on the board for a while,
Yep.
So it's really just a little bit more with maybe some paperwork here and there, and obviously being visible for our organization. But at the end of the day, I've really been fighting the fight behind the scenes, trying to, keep the glue together.
Understood. Kate, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support of all the horsemen, and thank you to you and Bruce and the whole PTHA.
Well, we look forward to Kate being our new president, and she's certainly up for the task. I mean, she embodies Pennsylvania horse racing, breeding. She's just made such a career and life here, and the PTHA is very important to her, and you could tell by the way she talks.
Yeah, one of the things that was interesting is you think, well, president, this is going to be difficult. It's new. It's not new at all, really. It's just a different title pivotal for Kate. I mean, she's been involved in this for a couple of decades now, so she decided she wanted this turn to be president, and she got a 3-year term, and she's got some ideas. She got a lot of board members, some new, some that are holdovers, and we'll see what happens.
Well, and that's what she was really excited to work with her new board, and a really great board was elected, and we look forward for that with the PTHA. Well, let's get into some racing, shall we? It's Parks Picks times. We look at Monday's 7th race, and the favorite is your choice,
Yep.
Fight Fiercely.
I was a little disappointed I was the favorite. I didn't think I would be favored here, but I am, and I'll take it and whatever. But I'm coming from far back. I don't like coming from far back as a favorite.
Well, it's 7 furlongs is the distance. I chose Jackson Road, but he's got to contend with the second choice, Mission First.
You chose Jackson Road because it's the new president's horse. Kate DeMasi is training Jackson Road.
Here it is. It's Parks Picks. Let's see how we do.
And Mission First now has a clear lead, 23-2. There's a half mile to go, and Mission First leads the way. In second, moving up a little bit closer, Awesome Warrior. Then it's Bad Advice, Jackson Road. He's advancing. Praetorian Guard making his move as well on the outside. JJ's Ranger. Then it's back to Fight Fiercely. And at the back, Fluff the Pillow. They go through the far turn. And opening up now, Mission First. He has a clear lead as the half goes 46-3. Mission First. Then it's back to Awesome Warrior on the outside. JJ's Ranger. He's under a drive. Praetorian Guard trying to sustain his rally. Jackson Road on the inside. They're going to have to catch Mission First, who hits the top of the stretch. He's been confidently handled. He has the lead and gets the reins shaken at him, and he is responding. In second, Awesome Warrior trying to close that gap, but Mission First, he has built up a cushion on the far outside. Fight Fiercely. He's on the scene late. There's a 16th left, but it is Mission First.
Mission First with a front-running win for Esteban Padilla, and it's the week of the Padilla brothers, as you see, but our choice is dead heated for third place.
They did. We don't get anything for that, Danny, unfortunately, other than to say neither one of us was any better than the other with our pick, although you had a little longer shot than I did. Mission First, Top Notch, Marty Shaw. I looked it up, 92 wins last year for Top Notch. That was good for top 5 in the country. Let's think about this now. 2 of the top 5 in the country, we talked about Madison Avenue and Morris Kernan and Jagger. They were number 2 in the North American. 92 wins for Marty Shaw and Top Notch, number 5 in wins in 2025.
And think about that, owners that race right here at Parks. How cool is that?
Indeed.
We're going to go to our first break. When we come back, we have more racing from Parks, so we'll see how our connections did here on Let's Go Racing.
To the far turn they go, and Prince Colton has led from the jump.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
So Kev, why Nissan? Nissan just makes sense. You get the best mix of style, reliability, and tech without breaking the bank.
Why Chapman Nissan?
It's our team. We make sure you're not just getting any deal, but you're getting the right deal. We're friendly, transparent, and really want you to love what you drive. We make it easy to drive off in the Nissan you want at a price you'll really feel great about. We take care of people with top-notch service, flexible financing, and a no-pressure vibe that is truly stress-free. Huge selection, a great price, and a team that's got your back. That's us. Chapman Nissan.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. We have more local racing right here at Parks, and we take a look at Monday's 9th race. This is Fillies and Mares going 6.5 furlongs, $41,000 on the line for PA Breds. Irish Bamba favorite.
6-5. Our man David DeTolo has taken over Jamie Ness's stable for a couple of days while Jamie was out.
And Ringer Card, I was there the day this filly got off the van from the sale. I always wanted to see a Vino Rosso, and here she was. She's been a nice filly.
There you go. And our man Lupe Preciado, the Hall of Famer.
The inside Ringer Card takes the lead from Lady Annabelle to the outside in the red. Then it's back to Query trying to close that gap. She's in third. Irish Bamba to the inside. On her outside, Tempest Rising, and at the back, Jump a Fox. 22-3. There's a half mile to go. And Ringer Card, she leads the way into the far turn. On the outside, Lady Annabelle continues to press the issue. Then it's Query. Jump a Fox. She's gotten the cue. She's making her big rally. She's in fourth. We'll see if she can sustain that bid. On the outside, Tempest Rising and Irish Bamba. She's dropped back back last. Ringer Card has the lead to the outside. Lady Annabelle, she's running a big race today on the outside. Query, Jump a Fox trying to come up the rail, looking for some room. 46-3. There's less than a quarter mile to go, and Ringer Card has led the way. She hits the top of the stretch on the inside. Jump a Fox continues to rally on the outside. Query, she's making up some ground late. She's up to confront Ringer Card. Ringer Card fights on. Query in second, trying to reel her in, and Ringer Card is game. She's digging in. She says, not today. There's a 16th left, and Ringer Card has more left in the tank. She repels Query, and Ringer Card gets the win.
Well, Ringer Card gets it done. Julio Hernandez just rode her with all the confidence. And what's so cool about this 5-year-old mare now, she's really cool, calm, and collected. She kind of acts like a pony after the race. Julio said she's just kind of push button.
Yeah, she is indeed. And Lupe wins another race. He's won lots of races around here, like a couple thousand plus. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. And by the way, as you said, daughter of Vino Rosso, who won the 2019 Breeders' Cup Classic. And that week, I remember somebody asking Todd Pletcher, which horse of yours do you like best all week? He said, Vino Rosso.
What a tout that was. Well, let's keep it going. We go to Tuesday's 8th race at Parks Racing. A mile is the distance. A few in for the $25,000 tag, and best sugar daddy ever. Favorite for Jamie Ness.
Yeah, good. Best sugar daddy ever. You didn't do the whole name, Danny. That's an easy name. What's the matter with you?
And Margin of Error, the popular PA bred, second choice.
We love those PA breds.
Prince Colton has some daylight over Margin of Error. Expensive Cut settles into third to his inside, Hermoso Hombre, and not far off, best sugar daddy ever. He's advancing on the outside. He's in fourth. And Prince Colton continues to lead. He has about 2 clear of Margin of Error as they go through an opening quarter, 24-2. Prince Colton coasts along on the front end, Margin of Error. Then it's Expensive Cut, best sugar daddy ever. He's in fourth. It's a gap back to Hermoso Hombre. He is fifth and last. And Prince Colton continues to hold that lead. They head down the backstretch. There's about a half mile to go. And Prince Colton, with that big stride, on the lead as the half goes in 47-4. And Prince Colton, Margin of Error, chases in second. That's Expensive Cut, followed by best sugar daddy ever. He's off the rail. He's in fourth. Well at the back, Hermoso Hombre. Into the far turn they go, and Prince Colton has led from the jump. Margin of Error chases in second. They are well clear of best sugar daddy ever, who's in third. Expensive Cut lost real estate into fourth, and at the back still, Hermoso Hombre. Quarter mile left, and Prince Colton still has that lead. Julio Hernandez has been sitting chilly, and now they hit the top of the stretch, and he asks him for more. Prince Colton happy to respond. He's opening up now on Margin of Error. Best sugar daddy ever is chasing in third, but a lot of work to do to reel in Prince Colton, who got loose on the lead. Now he's opening up.
And Julio Hernandez does it again. We'll talk about him a little later in the show, but Prince Colton lone speed, and they took advantage of that.
Speaking of Breeders' Cup, this is a son of Golden Sense, 2-time Breeders' Cup dirt mile winner, and I always like to see my man John Kirby in the winner's circle.
Oh, me too, and I was such a Golden Sense fan. I loved watching him race out in California. Well, let's keep it going on Tuesday's 9th race, Fillies and Mares, allowance optional claiming, 6.5 furlongs. Nice purse too, $50,000, and the favorite is Miss 66, Mike Moore.
This is Mike Moore, Hardesty Stable, 25 starts, 4, 4, and 7, like a consistent horse.
And the great Ned Allard has Caitlin the Great here, second choice shipping in. They're based down at Delaware Park, not racing there right now, but they are open all year for training.
Yeah, I always love to see Ned come up here, one of my favorite people in the game.
Well, here's the call of Tuesday's 9th.
Now Peridot Pendant has a clear lead. She has about a half length on the outside. Didn't It Rain is the opening quarter, 22-2. They continue on. Peridot Pendant pressed by Didn't It Rain. Caitlin the Great a little bit closer. She's in third, about 2.5 back. Missy 66 and Miss Easy. Those two are still at the back, but not far off. Peridot Pendant, who's running a big race on the front end. Game on the lead to the outside. Didn't It Rain continues to press the issue, followed by Caitlin the Great. She's being asked in third to the inside. Missy 66, Miss Easy. Those two are at the back, with the field fairly bunched as they head through the far turn. There's a quarter mile left. 45-4 for the half, and Peridot Pendant trying to shake off a stubborn Didn't It Rain. She hits the top of the stretch now by herself. She says, come and catch me. On the outside, Caitlin the Great spinning her wheels just a bit. On the inside, Missy 66. She might be the main danger, but Peridot Pendant, brave on the lead. She swishes her tail. She kicks on. There's the 16th left.
Peridot Pendant gets the win, shipping in for owner-trainer Erin McClellan, and she had a fantastic 2025, starting out the year strong. And Emilio Flores, just gate to wire trip. Speed was holding, so that helped, but nice PA bred mare by Mucho Macho Man.
Breeders' Cup win theme, another one. Mucho Macho Man, a Breeders' Cup class.
Yeah, talk about that. What a lot of well-bred horses running here at Parks. Well, now it's time for some national races, and we head to California. Santa Anita in the Grade 2 San Vicente Stakes, $200,000 for 3-year-olds on the Kentucky Derby Trail, and the favorite is Butane, Bob Baffert.
Yeah, last seen in the Hopeful Stakes running a distant second to what will be the 2-year-old champion Ted Nafi, and Baffert has a whole bunch of good 3-year-olds and a shocking development.
Well, here it is. It's this year's San Vicente.
It's Acknowledgement Please, battling now with Greenwich Village past the 5/8 pole. 3 more lengths to So Happy down at the rail in third. Then comes Thirsty Rebel between horses, and Butane is now 5 lengths off Acknowledgement Please, who moves into the far turn, leading by 3/4, now a full length, length and a half. Greenwich Village in second, now 2.5 behind Acknowledgement Please, who is making an aggressive move to the quarter pole. He's in front by 3. Acknowledge Me Please, the leader. So Happy into second. At the rail, Greenwich Village losing ground. Butane revving up on the outside. And Thirsty Rebel trails. They turn for home. Acknowledge Me Please means business. Has a 2-length lead with 1 furlong to go. Butane lengthening stride on the outside. And coming after him as So Happy moves to the front. So Happy, Butane. But So Happy full a run past the 16th pole. And it's So Happy and Hall of Famer Mike Smith to win the San Vicente.
Well, Bob Baffert doesn't win, but So Happy wins for Mark Glatt, big California-based trainer. We were talking about him. He does good. And he had the veteran Mike Smith up.
Yeah, question is how far, right? This is a son of Run Happy. You think sprint, but maybe longer, to be determined. 96 Spire. This is a pretty impressive race. We'll see if he'll be on the trail. So Happy.
I am such a fan of the Run Happies. In fact, I won Run Happy's halter at our golf outing this year, but big fan of Run Happy, so pretty cool to see So Happy. Well, we're going to stay at Santa Anita. It's the Santa Ynez Stakes, $100,000. 7/8 is the distance for 3-year-old fillies, and Explora is back. She's our favorite.
Yeah, like 1 to 20 favorite, 5 cents on the dollar. Last seen Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies, a really good second, a troubled trip to Super Corridora, so she is an obvious, overwhelming favorite here.
Lawali just in front. Hemika comes through to Matt Strides. They race together as one. 2.5 back to Rivera in third, and Juan Hernandez has Explorer now 5 lengths off stablemate Hemika, who passes the half-mile pole, pressed hard by Lawali. It's Hemika at the rail. Lawali and neck back second. 3.5 more to Rivera, and Juan Hernandez getting very busy on Explorer, wants her to start rolling now. Midway on the far turn, it's Hemika in front, and Lawali is ahead away second. 2 more to Rivera. Explorer will go 4 wide as she launches that bid. They turn for home. Hemika hanging tough along the inside of Lawali, and Explorer finding her best stride in the center of the track now. And with 1 furlong to go, the class of Explorer on full display as Bob Baffert's dominance in the Santa Ynez.
While Explorer gets it done, Juan Hernandez in the irons. He's been aboard for all of her starts, so nice win off that Breeders' Cup third-place effort.
Bob Baffert said that he was a little concerned she wasn't running at all when she started running. She just exploded. Win by 5. Not a big number yet, 85. Needs to get a little better if she wants to get into the Kentucky Oaks and have a chance to win.
All right, well, we'll see if she does. We're going to go to Florida at Tampa Bay Downs, and it's the Wayward Last Stakes, 1 mile and 16ths for older fillies and mares. And the favorite Drexel Hill is back with hometown connections.
Yeah, Drexel Hill is owned partially by our buddy Ed Stefanski. Of course, was the Sixers GM, played at the University of Pennsylvania. Everybody knows Eddie around here, and most recently second in the Mother Goose, and that was her first race since she was second in the Kentucky Oaks. And the winner of the Mother Goose, fully subscribed, came back to win another graded race. So no reason to think Drexel Hill wouldn't be the big favorite and wouldn't win the race.
Well, it is Florida, but it's Tampa Bay. Safi Joseph has a contender. Andrea, second choice. Edgar Zayas went there to ride her.
Safi Joseph always has contenders at Gulfstream or Tampa or anywhere else he runs.
Well, he certainly does. Here's my buddy Jason Beam with the call, the Wayward Lass.
As Andrea in the lead, some just mild pressure from Runaway Diva on the outside, who's under a strong hold, so they're not in any hurry up top. Down to the inside, Ultimate Authority races third, along with Drexel Hill, who inches closer to the outside. That keeps Ben Curtis keeping her in the clear here in the early stages as they run to the half-mile pole. Early on, Rosario's Prayer, the two at the back, just 3 lengths front to back with a half-mile to go in the wayward last. 49 seconds even for the opening half-mile time. Runaway Diva up alongside of Andrea, and Runaway Diva pokes ahead in front of Andrea, now back second. Given the cue, there is Drexel Hill from third to go after Runaway Diva as they go midway around the far turn. Runaway Diva 3/4 in front of Drexel Hill, who's pushed to go after this one. Runaway Diva still sitting chilly. There is Samuel Marin up top. Meanwhile, Ultimate Authority's up to third. Andrea back fourth. They come to the top of the stretch. Drexel Hill right up alongside of Runaway Diva. Here's Drexel Hill on the outside to poke ahead in front. Runaway Diva tries to counter back toward the inside. They're 2.5, 3 clear of Ultimate Authority as they come by the 8th pole. Drexel Hill to the front. A length now. Runaway Diva switches to the outside as they have a final 16th to go. Drexel Hill, Runaway Diva, valiant but second best to Drexel Hill.
Well, Drexel Hill gets the win. Ben Curtis riding. And what'd you think of her comeback race?
I thought it was nice. I mean, only an 81. You at some point she's going to have to get a little higher to run against the older fillies and mares this year. But look, she's won a lot of money for the folks with my man Whit Beckman in charge.
I love the name too. Gotta love it. Well, we're going to go to another break, but we have a lot more coming up on Let's Go Racing. Jockey and Trainer of the Week and Best of the Rest, so stick around.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. And it is time for Jockey of the Week, brought to you by NovaCare. They are the power of physical therapy. Congratulations, Julio Hernandez, our Jockey of the Week. He had a couple of really thrilling front-running wins. He is dangerous on the lead, making him our Jockey of the Week, brought to you by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now let's see who gets this week's Trainer of the Week. It's a new name for you, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Congratulations, Julio Rodriguez. His small barn ended the year with a win and started the year with a win. Look out for Julio Rodriguez, our Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. All right, it's time for another Turning for Home family photo for you. And look at this adorable baby by She Loves Money. She was retired by Richie Vega. She wasn't going to be sound to be a riding horse, so one of our longtime partner farms, Black Oak Farm, Gina Lupton, stepped up, made her a broodmare she was bred to, Verifying, who's by Justify, was trained by Brad Cox. And now we get to look forward to this adorable baby grow up and hopefully be a future racehorse.
Can't wait to see this horse at Parks in a couple of years.
Well, let's get to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 7th race, 7 furlongs, and there's a crowd of horses, but my buddy BB Bad's looking for a spot.
Yeah, BB Bad and Michael Sanchez and Mike Pino, a rather good combination in 2025, and still the same here. Comes from way back, but just whooshes them. Wins by 4 at the wire.
And this is a cool horse, and I was happy to be a part of him and some wins. I've teamed up with Michael for a win before, and here's me talking to Michael about the cool BB Bad. Michael Sanchez and BB Bad take the trophy race, and you have a great connection with this horse. Tell us about the later part of your trip.
Yeah, you know what? I rode him a bunch of times. I went on him before. He's a pretty cool horse to ride, and I gave a nice little warm up. I know there was some speed in the race, and I just gave him, the best trip I could, trying not to get in trouble, stuff like that. I got to follow horses that got speed, and they went up long enough for me to, get clean, and he was just game. He felt really good.
All right, well, it's time for our final break. When we come back, we're going to give you Eye on Racing, what's going around in the country today, and make you some money with Parks Picks.
My team at BetParks Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParks app Open a new account and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParks bonus box with 50 BetParks coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParks Collect 'em online slot game. For details, visit betparks.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Time for Eye on Racing. Lots going around today in the country. What can people watch out for?
So Fairgrounds today, the comp, their first big 3-year-old prep race, wide open. 1-2 finishers from the gun runner, a lot of maidens that are fast. Silver Bullet Day for the 3-year-old fillies. And at Laurel today, a lot of Parks horses down there. The $100,000 Geisha, Take the Money Honey for Michael Moore, 7 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds. Concrete Phase, a recent claim from John Kirby. $100,000 handicap down there. Disco Ebo, 13 wins for LC Racing and Butch Reed. Hold Your Breath for John Service, who most recently won the Garland of Roses. Another $100,000 handicap, Point Doom, who won the Palezzi. One More Score, Twisted Ride for Michael Moore, and Lotta for Jacinto Solis. So a lot of Parks horses down running for money at Laurel today.
Yeah, so we'll have lots to talk about next week. And big day out at Santa Anita. It's their Calbred Day. And you got to always think back to California Chrome, the most famous Calbred of them all.
Him or Swaps. Now, see, you're not old enough for Swaps, but yeah, those California
Or
people
German.
tell you Swaps is pretty good too. Yeah, Swaps, they rode the train with Swaps, and then he comes back half a century later with California
Love
Chrome.
that story. Well, time for Parks Picks. We look at Monday's 9th race, optional claiming $52,000. So some nice horses going 6 furlongs. I'll kick it off. I'm going to go with the number 5, Factor You and Me in, Hugo Padilla. A Padilla, any Padilla, can't go wrong right now at Parks, but Hugo has been particularly hot in his stable. Abner Adorno, and look, this horse has a lot of speed, and speed's been holding, so we'll see.
Bernie's Mitts for me. Jordan Bullock, who I like, he's done a good job around here, and this horse just doesn't run a bad race. Bernie's Mitts for me.
Yeah, Bernie's Mitts is a cool horse. All right, well, we had Kate DeMasi on our show today, but Bruce and I talked to her a little further this week on Gate to Wire, so check that out. Kate DeMasi, our new PTHA president, just talking about, what it's going to be like working with the new board and how all the experiences really got her ready for this role.
No question. It was just the natural progression for her. She'd been the vice president. She'd been on the board forever. And major congratulations to my good friend Jay Pribman. My first Kentucky Derby, I happened to sit next to Jay, and this is a long time ago. We've become great friends ever since. He won for his story on Wayne Lucas, just a wonderful tribute on an amazing career. He got the Special Eclipse a couple of years ago, and he'll now get Eclipse for a story. What better story than on the life and times of Wayne Lucas?
One of my best memories is hanging with you and all the DRF guys at the Kentucky Derby. Jay Pribman has given so much to the horse racing industry. Very deserving. Congratulations for him. Well, check us out. We have one more Thursday of racing to make up for that cancellation back in December. So 4 days next week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. First post 12:05. Great show for Dick and I. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win